You ever picked up your phone just to check one notification and suddenly it's 2 hours later, you're emotionally drained, your homework is still untouched, and you somehow know the entire life story of a random content creator online? Yeah, that's not just scrolling. That's your time, your energy, and your peace quietly leaking away. So today we're going to talk about the art of the digital detox, how to set social media boundaries without becoming a hermit or deleting the app forever. Because let's be real, the apps are not going anywhere. So if you've ever compared yourself to perfect people online, you felt low key anxious when you don't check your phone, or just 5 more minutes and you lie to yourself, then this episode's for you. Welcome to the Gracefully Growing podcast, where we provide you with real talk, real growth, and real life tools to help you thrive in school and in life. I am Dr. Kemi, educator, author, speaker, and gratitude advocate, as well as mom to an amazing 13-year-old sunshine. And each week, I'm excited that you continue to join us on this journey as we explore the 5 key principles that will guide you to a fulfilling life. And that's gratitude, reflection, affirmations, connections, as well as empathy. If this is your first time here, let me catch you up real quick. Each week, we break down how to live life with intention and thrive in this wild journey called life using the 5 key principles I just mentioned. Also, I need your help. Would you help me get to my first 1,000 subscribers by clicking that subscribe button right now? And be sure to like, comment, and share with your friends. All right, you ready? Let's go ahead and grab your journal. If you do not have your journal, grab a notebook. If you do not have a notebook, open the Notes app on your phone so you can take notes. If you're looking for a great journal that will help you on your journey, I have written the Affirmation Gratitude Journal that is available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to post the link in the show notes. We're going to use the GRACE framework to help you build a healthier relationship with your phone, your apps, and your attention. And yes, I said relationship because some of you are more attached to your phone than to your pillow. And of course, I want you to stay tuned to the end because I'll give you a mini 7-day digital detox challenge you can start today. Let's start with the big question. Why do you even need a digital detox? Isn't social media just normal life now? Social media is not the problem. How you use it and how it makes you feel, that's the real issue. Think about it like this. You open your phone just to check a notification. You see 3 new DMs, 7 TikToks, 2 group chats arguing about something, and 4 posts that makes you feel like you're behind. Your brain is doing mental gymnastics trying to keep up. Should I respond? Should I like this? Why wasn't I invited to this? Do I like that? Should I be doing more? By the time you put your phone down, you're not just out of time, you're out of emotional energy. For teenagers, this can show up as constant comparison. Why don't I look like that? Fear of missing out. Everyone is hanging out without me. Pressure to post. If I don't post, do I even exist? Guilt. I just wasted 3 hours and now I'm stressed out about homework. Social media can be a tool for connection, creativity, and learning, or it can be a trap that steals your time, your confidence, and your peace. So today we're choosing tool, and we're going to do that using the GRACE framework. But before that, let's call out some real life digital chaos. I want you to tell me if any of these things sounds familiar to you. Scenario number 1, the accidental all-nighter. You say, I'll just watch one TikTok. TikTok plays you the funniest, most dramatic, most emotionally gripping videos back to back. Suddenly it's 1:37 a.m. and you're like, now how'd I get here? Your alarm goes off at 6 a.m. and you're mad at life. But really, it was those one more videos lives. Scenario number 2, the comparison spiral. You're having an okay day. Then you open Instagram or Snapchat and see someone on vacation, someone with perfect skin, someone getting 1,000 likes for breathing. Your okay day suddenly feels basic. You went from I'm good to wow, I'm behind in life in 60 seconds. Scenario number 3, you're doing homework. Your group chat lights up. Did you see what she posted? He's been weird. G drama. Now you think you're just checking in. 45 minutes later, homework not done. Brain overstimulated. Mood messy. Here's the thing. None of this makes you weak or bad at focus. It just means the apps are doing exactly what they're designed to do. Keep you hooked. And you're not a robot. You're allowed to set boundaries. Now let's talk about how to detox the graceful way. When people hear digital detox, they think throw my phone away, delete all your apps, become a monk in the mountains. No, 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 no. We're not doing the dramatic version. A digital detox, grace style, means being intentional about when and how you use social media. Noticing how it affects your mood, your focus, and self-esteem. Creating healthy boundaries so you are in control, not the algorithm. So I want you to think less mindless scrolling, more purposeful tapping. And we're going to work through step by step screen time limits, curating a positive feed, and digital mini breaks so your brain can reset. And then we're going to wrap all of them up inside the GRACE framework, starting with gratitude. Gratitude means you have to ground yourself before you scroll. What do I mean by that? You want to appreciate the life that you are actually living, not the one you scroll. Gratitude is all about recognizing the good in your real life, even when your online life is trying to distract you. Why is gratitude important for digital detox? Because social media thrives on comparison. I did an episode on that. They have more followers. They have better outfits. Their family looks happier. Their room is aesthetic. Yours looks like a laundry monster lives there. Gratitude says this: my life may not look like a Pinterest board, but it is mine. And there's real goodness in that. I'm going to offer you 2 gratitude tips right now. So there's the 30-second gratitude check before you open an app. Before you tap on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, or YouTube, pause and ask, what are 3 things I'm grateful for right now? Example, I'm grateful I woke up today. I'm grateful I have a phone at all. I'm grateful for my friend who made me laugh at lunch. This lowers the power of the comparison trap before it starts. Gratitude tip number 2. Show some gratitude for your time. Say this to yourself: I'm grateful for my time and attention. They are valuable. This helps you to think twice before giving an app 2 hours of your time. And you see your time as something to be protected, not just spent. So, for example, you sit down after school. Instead of going straight to your phone, you take 30 seconds and remind yourself that you are grateful that you made it through the day, that you're grateful for your sense of humor, and you're grateful for your mind that is capable of learning. Now, when you open social media, you're coming from a place of enough and not a place of I am not good enough. For reflection, I want to encourage you to track your daily habits honestly. Reflection allows you to notice what's actually happening, not what you tell yourself is happening. You want to ask yourself, how is social media making me really feel? Not, oh, it's fine. I'm just on it a little. But how much time did I actually spend? How did I feel after that time? For reflections, I'm going to offer you 3 tips. The scroll check-in question. Teach your brain to ask the following questions. Why am I opening this app right now? Am I bored? Am I avoiding homework? Feeling lonely? Curious? How do I actually feel after using this app? Energized and inspired? Drained and insecure? If you know TikTok usually leaves you feeling drained, you can say, okay, I'm not in the mood to feel worse right now. Let me choose something else. Reflection tip number 2, screen time reality check. Now, this is a 1-day audit that you can perform. I want you to grab a notebook or your notes app, and for 1 day, I want you to do this. Write down which apps you opened, how long you stayed, how you felt afterwards. Were you happy, anxious, neutral, insecure, motivated, etc.? And at the end of the day, I want you to reflect which app stole the most time from you? Which app affected your mood the most? And where do you need a boundary? Reflection tip number 3. Is this worth your peace? Anytime you feel pulled into drama, I want you to ask yourself, is this worth my peace, my grades, or my sleep? If the answer is no, that's your sign to exit that app, mute, or log off. Reflection is like turning on the lights in a messy room. The mess is still there, but now you can actually see it and decide what to do. Let's talk about affirmations. Affirmations is rewriting the algorithm in your brain. You want your affirmations to speak louder than the algorithm. That's the TikTok algorithm, the Instagram algorithm, the Facebook Reels algorithm. You want your affirmations to speak louder than those algorithms. Affirmations are about telling yourself the truth on purpose. Because the algorithm is consistently whispering, you're behind, you're not enough, everyone else is doing better. We're going to fight that with the digital detox affirmations, and I'm going to offer you 3 tips. Tip number 1, anti-comparison affirmations. I want you to repeat this after me. I am more than my likes and views. My value is not measured in followers. I don't have to post everything to be real. I can enjoy moments without recording them. You can write these and stick them on your wall, on your notebook, as your phone wallpaper in your journal. Affirmation tip number 2, boundaries affirmations. I want you to use these when you log off. It's okay to disconnect. The people who truly matter will still be there. I can rest without responding to every message immediately. I choose peace over endless scrolling. Affirmation tip number 3, affirm yourself before you scroll. Before you open an app, say this: I am enough before I see everybody else's life. That one line alone can change the way you experience social media. Let's talk about connections. Connections allows you to prioritize real life bonds over online noise. So you're going to choose real life over just visible. Social media sometimes makes you feel like you're connected to everyone, but sometimes you end up feeling lonely even with 500 friends. So your healthy digital detox means that you're protecting your real life relationships. You're not letting your phone get more attention than the people sitting right in front of you. I'm going to offer you 3 tips for that. Tip number 1, have phone-free moments. Pick at least one moment daily that is always phone-free. It could be at the dinner table. It could be in the car with the family. It could be your first 30 minutes after you wake up. It could be your last 30 minutes before bed. I do the first 30 minutes after I wake up. I have my phone-free moments at that time. Now, you want to use that time for something. It could be for conversations, it could be for meditation, silence, it could be for journaling, it could be for prayer or stretching. I use mine for prayers. It could be for breathing and thinking. Tip number 2, connection tip number 2. I want you to swap 30 minutes of scrolling for 30 minutes of real connection. So instead of 30 minutes of doom scrolling, try 30 minutes of playing with a sibling if you have a sibling, 30 minutes of walking your dog if you have a pet, 30 minutes of talking to a friend about real stuff, 30 minutes of going for a walk, 30 minutes of taking a power nap. There's so much you can do with your 30 minutes time slot. 30 minutes of reading, drawing, making music, or planning your goals. It could be 30 minutes of dancing. You are not just wasting less time, you're investing in connections that actually feed your soul. Tip number 3, connections tip number 3. Social media with friends, not against them. If you're going to be online, FaceTime a friend and watch videos together. My son does this with his friends. Send encouraging messages instead of just memes. Create something together. It could be a mini project, it could be a mini podcast, a short film, a dance, or poem. Use the apps to build, not just to consume content. Let's talk about empathy. Be kind to yourself and others online. I said this a couple of weeks ago. Empathy allows you to feel with people, not just scroll past them, including yourself. Empathy means that you're understanding what people might be going through behind the screen and being kind to them and to yourself. I'm going to offer you 3 empathy tips. Empathy tip number 1, remember the highlight reel. When you see the perfect couple, the perfect body, the perfect grades, outfits, or trips, remind yourself this is a highlight reel, not the full story. I don't know their struggle because I promise you everybody got struggles. This helps you to scroll with empathy instead of envy. Empathy tip number 2, don't be a digital bully, even by accident. Ask yourself this: would I say this to their face? Would I say this to their face? Would I be okay if someone sent this to me? If not, delete it. Leave people better than you found them, even online. Be very, very aware of your digital footprint and what it says about you. Empathy tip number 3, have empathy for yourself when you sleep up. You are going to sleep up. That's life. That's normal. You're going to scroll for too long. You're going to compare yourself. You're going to get sucked into drama. When that happens, don't attack yourself. Oh, I'm so lazy. I'm addicted. I'll never change. Please don't do that. Instead, say, okay, I messed up. I slipped up. I am human. What's one small change I can make right now? Empathy keeps you from quitting on yourself. Now let's pull it all together in a practical digital detox plan. Here's a simple plan. Remember, I told you systems help you. Step number one, I want you to set screen time limits. You want to start small. So use the screen time feature on your phone. I want you to choose one or two apps that drain you the most, and I want you to set a daily limit, for example, 1 hour total. And when your phone says time limit reached, don't hit ignore for today every time. Try to honor at least 50% of the time this week, then build up. Step number two, curate a positive feed. Y'all, go through your following list and ask for each account. Does this make me feel inspired, educated, or uplifted? Or does it make me feel insecure, angry, or less than? Then you can unfollow, mute, or hide people who constantly show unrealistic perfections, accounts that trigger comparison or negativity, pages that fuel drama, rumors, or conflict. I want you to then follow more encouraging creators, study tips or career inspirations, mental health, faith, wellness, creativity, hobbies, people who keep it real and balanced. Step number three, I want you to schedule digital mini breaks. So try 5 minute breaks every hour where you put your phone down, you look away from the screen, you breathe, you stretch, you drink water. 15 minutes, no phone block before homework, test, or sleep. Social media free mornings or evenings. You can start once a week, like tech free Tuesday nights. Use your mini breaks to check in with your feelings. Do a quick gratitude moment. Move your body. Talk to someone in real life. Step number four, create a boredom menu. Most scrolling starts with I'm bored. Make a list of your go to activities beside your phone. Read, draw, or journal. Practice a skill, instrument, sport, language. Clean your room. Yes, I said it. Clean your room. Spend time with family. Go outside. Go outside. Ride a bike. What you want to do is you want to post your boredom menu near your desk or bed so your brain has options. Let's wrap this up. And we're going to tie it up with grace. Gratitude says, appreciate your real life so you're not constantly chasing someone else's online version. Reflections means you're honest about how much time you spend and how it makes you feel. Affirmations means you speak truth over yourself. You're more than your likes, views, or followers. Connections means you protect real life relationships. I want you to choose human connections over constant digital noise. And finally, empathy. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people online. Even when you mess up, detox is a journey. It's not a 1 day challenge. So you don't have to be perfect at this. You just have to be willing to make small changes and stick with them. So here is your 7 day Grace Digital Detox Challenge. For the next 7 days, before you open any social app, say one gratitude statement and one affirmation. I am grateful for. I am enough even without posting. Number 2, choose one app to limit using screen time. Now, please stick to a realistic limit. Maybe start with 1 hour. Don't say something like, I'm going to shut this thing down for a whole day. Now, we know that's not going to happen. Be realistic. All right. Unfollow or mute 5 accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Add 5 positive accounts that uplift, educate, and inspire you. Practice one phone-free moment daily. Dinner, car rides, first 30 minutes after waking up, or your last 30 minutes before bed, you choose. Take at least one 15-minute no phone break. You can use it to reflect, journal, breathe, connect with someone face to face. And 7, journal once about how it felt. So I want you to answer the question, any of these 3 questions. What did I notice about my mood? Do I feel calmer, more focused, or less pressured? What's one change I want to keep? Now, if you try this challenge, I want to hear from you. Screenshot your screen time change, share your favorite affirmation, or tell me which accounts you unfollowed and how it felt. I want you to tag me using the hashtag Gracefully Growing Podcast or hashtag Grace Digital Detox. Now remember what I said. Social media is a tool. It's not your boss. And it's definitely not your identity. You are a whole, complex, amazing human with thoughts, dreams, talents, and a future that cannot be measured in likes, views, or streaks. You deserve peace, focus, joy, real connections, and you can have all of that while still using your phone, just with grace. If this episode helped you, I want you to share it with a friend who's always online but never okay. I want you to listen again while you do your 7-day challenge. And don't forget to follow, rate, and leave a review so more teens can find this space and grow with us. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today and learning the art of the digital detox. I want you to remember your attention is precious. Spend it like it matters because it does. Until next time, stay graceful, stay growing, and remember you got this. It's a wrap for today's episode of Gracefully Growing. Thank you so much for tuning in and growing with me. Remember, living with grace means showing gratitude, taking the time for reflection, speaking powerful affirmations, building strong connections, and practicing daily empathy with yourself and others. If today's episode gave you something to think about, inspired you, or made you smile, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can also download today's free resource in the show notes and join our Gracefully Growing community on social media for more tools, encouragement, and real talk. Until next time, keep showing up for yourself, keep growing, and most of all, keep living with grace. I am Dr. Kemi. See you next week.